Shield generator.
After jumping through the gate, we were met with fierce resistance. K's and I's. Oh my. The onslaught of K's never ends. Will it be enough to crush the invasion? Or will we break through the menace? The odds are stacked in their favor. How will it play out? Find out today on X4 Foundations.
Awaiting orders.
Welcome. We are beginning here with fleet movements into Savage Spur. I notice at least 2 Ks and an I across the gate. It is looking rather concerning. There may have been more than that. No, there's only 2 Ks. But they have somewhat of an advantage here, in my opinion, as we have to bring all of our ships through. I don't know, maybe the AI has a good understanding of that, but we shall see what happens. As will I. So for those of you who are wondering how I'm going to be producing this, it'll all be a voiceover type thing, so I'm not actually playing the game right now. I have a little tiny preview window to watch the gameplay, and I really don't know. Like, I can't read any of this stuff, but I kind of remember how it goes, so I think I'll be able to give a good commentary, I hope. The invasion is beginning. There's another K. Or nope, still same 2 Ks. The invasion is beginning. They're sending a little party through. Figured I'd help screen while the fleet moves through. Try to get rid of some of these fighters. Corvettes. There's my defense station. That's got a lot of stuff on it. It might fire here in a minute. Yes, there it is. Xenon flight platforms. Those things are super nice when they're up against fighters. You'll see their shortcomings as the series progresses. I notice that some of my ships have jumped through, so I decide I shall go in as well.
Entering system.
Welcome to Savage Spur.
Shield generator. K. I.
I'll let the footage speak for itself here. It's about at this time that I really started getting concerned. As you, so I haven't really explained what these bars on the screen are, and I'll show you here in a minute. Obviously, the one with a number, I can't really see what it is. Let me.
Tokyo.
500 meters per second. That's just a speed indicator. It kind of chooses a weird speed to display. Sometimes it'll show your reverse speed if you're looking behind. I think it shows your speed in the direction that you're looking at. So when you're going in a straight line, the speedometer is really good. But when you're like looking at it sideways, it's weird. I haven't really understood that, but I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I've got about 1 or 2% hull on my ship. That's the white bar. Then there's a blue bar. You'll see it better when I get docked to the Arlington here. There, I just got docking permission. And going in for repair in the thick of it, in the Hornet's Nest. Do a little bit of docking autopilot abusing. I've learned this trick. I've been using it for a while. Docking autopilot Mark II does not care how you come up to a docking port at all. There's my repairs. That guy was being a problem for me. I remember I couldn't see my confirm button. Now we're going back into the thick of it. There's that eye. You should see it here in a few moments. Yes. It's very important of me to do that. See that big white half circle? Or quarter circle? There in the middle of the screen. That's my hull. How much health I have on the hull, and the blue bar below it is my shield health. And that one we don't really care too much. Now, same thing for that K on the top. On the top of that box that I selected, she said K. There's a white bar at the very top. There's a blue bar. That's his hull. It's his hull and his shield. And that works for every ship you see. The engine has a shield and a hull usually as well. Destroying it easier. Hopefully immobilize it to make it easier for my fellow flight crewmates to destroy. There's one of my Osakas. The Osakas are usually outfitted by now with Terran beam turrets and flak guns. That's usually what I have them installed with. There's that eye. And I thought that I would help and destroy these engines, and they'd already done it, I think. Or he wasn't using his engines or something. And I'm like, oh, I'll go help with this K, and oh, they've already killed that one too. Pretty much, so I guess I'll just be a cinematic camera for a little while. Then well, maybe I can help with this eye. And not really, they're beating me to the punch on that as well. Pretty cool skirmish here. My Osakas are firing. You love to see that. Making quick work of that eye. I was really worried about the invasion here and how it might go, but it went off with decently good application. I believe we lost a Zen, and I think we'll see its dead body pretty soon. I'm sure we lost fighters too. There's that explosion. Beautiful. Another K. I'm thinking about hurting the engines again, I think. Those are beam barrages for the Terrans. I pretty much use only Terran equipment. A little backstory to this save. I played X3 Terran Conflict a long time ago. I didn't really know what it was, but I always wanted to. I knew there was Earth in it, and I wanted to see Earth. And then I heard about X4. It's like, oh, I want to go to Earth, and so I kind of got in bed with the Terrans a little bit, but I like how the Terrans play. Although I would say that it's pretty easy to make money with them, but I've been enjoying this game a lot. So it looks like the initial raid is over on the jump gate to get it into our hands. The main priority that I was thinking of is an easy way, a secure and easy way of escape if something was terribly wrong. I did not want to lose my only way out. If you didn't know in Savage Spur 2, the jump gate on the top of the map, which I don't know if I've shown it yet, but there's another jump gate. It's actually
Sin.
an accelerator, I think. There's my dead zone.
K.
And that accelerator at the top of the map is a one-way trip. It only comes from wherever they're coming from, which is something that I was concerned. Like, this is my only way out. If they box me in, I can't leave without losing a lot of stuff. So I figured I should probably make sure that I have my exit secured before I begin advancing on their positions. And I consolidated the map a little bit before I started, and I decided that Xenon defense platform to the left there is a pretty good target for the start of the invasion, so we can move up to that jump gate that they're coming in from. That will be important later. But here's my position defense order for my aircraft carrier. I think it's the Wabash. As it is my less used carrier, it doesn't have as good of a destroyer escort as the Arlington. The Arlington has better destroyer escorts because the destroyers themselves have Katana interceptors and a couple of Xenon flak platforms attached to them for interception, so they can handle medium and small craft very well, and the destroyers can focus on the large ship at hand, which might be a K or an I. That was my thinking, anyways. And then I have a couple of Asgard battleships that should be on the way now that I have the gate secured.
Asgard.
There's one of them. Now, these Asgard's job is simply to destroy stations. They don't do much else than that. Usually they're pretty good at it.
Saga.
I've had pretty good luck with them.
Xenon.
I really like the Osaka class. It looks very nice, and I like its firepower, and its main thing that I like the most is how many flak turrets
Tokyo.
put on. It has 6 slots for flak turrets, I think. Medium slots. Medium turret slots, and then they have 2
Katana.
apiece in each medium, so I think it's 12. Not sure. I'm waiting for troop movement, consolidating the map once again. I spotted another K. That's the one that came in earlier that didn't exactly make a beeline for us. It went to like the right. And I remembered that I needed to keep an eye on it in case it decided to ambush me. There, it looks like I'm telling the Asgards to go wreck that station. I have a mod installed that allows me to have SATA everywhere. I like the SATA thing. It's really handy. It's just like time warp and kernel space programming. Moving out, or no? What's going on? Oh, I see. Some sort of
Repair zone.
Xenon craft. I couldn't take. Some sort of Xenon craft showing up, and my carrier was like, "Get this thing out of here! I don't like it. It stinks."
Last order could not be completed.
One thing that you may notice is that he was in a spacesuit. He's probably gonna die. I don't pick up my spacesuits. I know I've seen videos where people claim that that's pretty good. I don't really know how to automate it that well. I just don't worry about picking them up. So a lot of ships that die, the people die with them too. So my losses, when I lose them, they could be considered more of a challenge, I guess, because my crew doesn't get skilled as fast. But the ones who do survive are my aces. Moving in now to begin the assault on the first Xenon station that is inside of their territory. I've destroyed Xenon stations in the past. However, they have been in Getsafun, which is where we just came from. Pushing them out of this sector. Hopefully it goes well. I'm very optimistic about this campaign. I hope not to lose many spacecraft and Navy-faring vessels. But it is in the nature of war that you will
Awaiting
lose
orders.
your ships. As Asgard's pulling up and saying, "Hey, yo, what's up?" I would like to rapidly disassemble your space station. The Xenon aren't really gonna throw much of a hissy fit because they really don't have a choice. Now, one thing that I don't do for my Asgards, I don't assign them their own destroyers, as most of the time an Asgard shield, from what I found, an Asgard shield can regenerate medium ship fire and small ship fire faster than they can dish it out. So I was kind of like, what's the point of giving them destroyers? My doctrine is more of support the destroyers with carrier fighters in the rear, usually, if I'm experiencing where they're coming in, trying to get me, like battleships they're trying to get, and I can't really afford to have my battleships being distracted, which I have noticed sometimes they will kind of, you can see the line of destroyers that I parked behind. I don't assign them to it because I've also seen,
Awaiting
what is my
orders.
train of thought here? I've also seen that they'll send the destroyers in for like no reason, just to get killed, and then the battleships will just stand behind and just do nothing. So they're all alone, but it's by design, and I have ways to save them if there is a problem. The Asgards are notoriously slow. They can't turn. I mean, like, just to turn to aim, it takes them half a millennia just to get on target, and then beyond that, they just move slow. I mean, it's like putting a mountain on a spaceship. It's unwieldy. The only thing that, in my opinion, the Asgard is even good at is station killing. And even then, it has some things to desire about that. But, position, they're not firing. And once this starts, it usually doesn't take long. But every time they shoot, they have a really long cooldown, so It might be better just to have more Asgard so this can get done faster. This is kind of a tedious process. There's not much going on until I get this station destroyed, as it's part of my grand plan for the entire sector. As you can see, they're just pouring through that accelerator up there. And while we're handling their nuances, see, they just brought a K through. I think it was a K. I can't tell. And I'm getting concerned about that. Got my destroyers back there. I just realized that one of my turrets had been disarmed this entire time. No wonder I couldn't shoot with that turret. I thought it was broken. Nope, just disarmed. Very attentive on that destroyer. Then I see another one. That looks like a cannon. You can tell where that one's headed. It's headed straight for us. Time to ready the troops, get the destroyers on the move. I believe that is the Wabosh's destroyers. For good reason, too. They have less escorts, which means less cannon fodder for that K. The less losses we have here to secure the entrance and the exit, the better off. So we got a lot more work to do here. And let the battle begin. That was my first time seeing that kind of a fighter. I think it's something from the Xenon, I suppose. But my destroyers get there in a hurry. And they get straight to work. I mean, this is a good battle opening for my destroyers. I can't even lie. And graviton cannons hurt though. Always like that sound. The beams. This game won't last much longer. Not at this rate. And if you wish to know what happens next time, join me on another episode of X4 Foundations, The Invasion of Savage Spur 2.